want it groovy. Or you want it edgy.
Your weekend is finally here.
Hot like your meal, chilled like your drink, or victorious like us. Whatever you want, we serve it throughout the weekend. Invicta 98.9 FM.
It's time to be victorious.
Start your day with a dose of 98.9 Invicta FM. Get up and be victorious.
Wake up!
In a minute, you will be listening to the program The Dailies Today, a program that aims to provide our listeners with in-depth and comprehensive newspaper headlines coverage. It is also a program that grants our listeners a fair say on opinions and matters of national discourse. However, this comes with great responsibility. Nation building is a task that rests upon our collective shoulders. Therefore, biased, rude, and/or abusive language will not be given a platform here. We urge you to please, always, keep your comments civil.
When you talk of music, we got them here. Information, we got them here. Okay. News, we got them here.
Nigerian celebrities have not been secretive with their mental health issues.
Varieties of sound. Everything you need on Invicta 98.9 FM.
The end of the night, enter bathroom, fresh up.
Good morning and welcome to the Dailies Today, exclusively on Invicta 98.9 FM, Kaduna, Nigeria. Today is Saturday, it's a weekend, the 27th of June, 2026. Good morning. On this program, we keep you informed, up to speed and updated on latest happenings around the country, outside the country. We also look at stories that concerns health. We look at stories on agriculture, sports, and everything that, what is trending. Yes, we bring it up this morning, and you also have the opportunity to air your opinions based on the headlines that would be read out this morning. And this morning, we have 5 of these papers this morning. We have stories from the Punch newspaper, the Vanguard newspaper, the Sun newspaper. We have stories from the Daily Post and the Nation newspaper. All of them carry very interesting headlines this morning. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. On Facebook is Invicta FM 98.9, and on YouTube is Invicta 98.9 FM online TV, where you can actually go to our YouTube channel, subscribe. We have very, very interesting content that you could engage and also share. Make sure you subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, on Invicta 98.9 FM online TV. That's our YouTube channel. Just go there and just have a very good time on those platforms. You can also follow us on X, that's at Invicta FM 989. Just go there and follow us on Twitter, also on TikTok, and also on Instagram. But before we begin, we'll go on a commercial break. When we return, we'll start to dish out the headlines this morning. Let's go on a commercial break. Then I give you all the hot, latest, sizzling stories coming from various national dailies. My name is Job Daniel. So let's go on that break. We would be right back.
I want to speak.
Speak!
Invicta FM is different from
every other station you listen to.
in the town.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Are you serious? Invicta FM.
Jolly Johnny akan titi ke magana. A yau za mu ga kyakkyawar sani da mutane suka yi wa magi cikin flavor. Na gaba karanto harufan celery.
SEALARRIE celery.
Haba mutumina, ka ce kawai ka sauya harufan zuwa salary. To ga damar karshe karanto mana harufan turmeric.
TURMERIC. Turmeric.
Kin yi daidai, ga kwali ɗaya na magi cikin flavor ki ɗauka.
Magi cikin flavor tare da albasa, celery da kuma turmeric mai canza wasa na.
Muryar ku tana isa inda ya kamata a wannan shekarar ta 2026 gaskiya tana da amfani. Oxford Metro Analytics muryar jama'a gaskiyar gari daga Kano har zuwa Lagos muryar ku ita ce karfin mu kar ku bari a baku labari ziyarci oxfordmetroanalytics.com. Oxford Metro gaskiyar ku muryar ku.
A yayin da wasu 'yan kasuwa ke facaka da kuɗaɗe ba tare da samun wata riba ba, su kuwa wasu 'yan kasuwa sun kware ne wajen juya 'yan kuɗaɗensu ta hanyar amfani da tsarin nan na Bill Station Fixed Deposit. Tsarin da zai baka dama ka juya kuɗaɗen kasuwancinka ba tare da ka aje su a asusun bankinka ba haka nan. Ku yi maza ku sauke manhajar Bill Station tare da shiga tsarin Bill Station Fixed Deposit domin yi wa gobanku tanadi.
I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be an exception. I should be the norm. For before us, there was Queen Amina of Zaria, fearless in battle, cunning in strategy. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be an exception. It should be the norm. For before us, there was Queen Moremi of Ile-Ife, legendary in her wisdom, selfless in her courage. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be an exception. It should be the norm. For before us, there was Queen Idia of Benin, powerful backbone of a legendary throne, charismatic enough to raise an army of men. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be an exception. It should be the norm. For before us, there was Uwaraye Emota, rising from the dust of the market square to helping a king claim his throne. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be the exception. It should be the norm. For before us, there was Hajaratu Gambo Amatefio Sawaba, bold enough to speak to a room full of grown men at the age of just 17. Jailed more times than any other female political activist before or after her time. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be the exception. It should be norm. For before us, there was Alimotu Belewura of Lagos, Fumilayo Ransom Kuti of Abeokuta, Margaret Eko of Calabar, Efun Shetan Aniwura of Ibadan, and all those Aba women who stood up for what was right. I am a woman in leadership. I should not be the exception. I should be norm. Invicta 98.9 FM.
Welcome back from that commercial break, and now let's go straight to reading out the headlines this morning. And from the Punch newspaper this morning, xenophobia, 700 Nigerians stranded as South Africa deadline looms. Xenophobia, 700 Nigerians stranded as South Africa deadline looms. More than 700 Nigerians remain stranded in South Africa 3 days before the June 30 deadline issued by anti-immigration groups. Saturday Punch has learned it was gathered that despite President Bola Tinubu's approval of funds for the evacuation, bureaucratic delays have prevented the release of the money, leaving hundreds stranded amid escalating xenophobic tensions. Makinde vows safe return of abducted Oyo pupils, teachers. Makinde vows safe return of abducted Oyo pupils, teachers. That story is on the Punch newspaper. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has assured residents that the safe rescue of the abducted pupils and teachers from Orire local government area remains the top priority of his administration. And back home in Kaduna, Kaduna gives 9.7 million naira to 97 freed inmates. Kaduna gives 9.7 million naira to 97 freed inmates. The Kaduna State government has commenced the disbursement of 100,000 naira each to 97 former inmates recently granted clemency by Governor Ubasani as part of efforts to support their reintegration into society and reduce the risk of reoffending. And talking insecurity, still from the Punch newspaper, insecurity, Army targets 28,000 fresh recruits. Insecurity, Army targets 28,000 fresh recruits. The Nigerian Army has unveiled plans to recruit an additional 28,000 soldiers as part of efforts to boost its manpower and strengthen ongoing operations against insecurity across the country. And talking sports from the Punch newspaper, Euro club ready 120 million euros for Osimhen. Euro club ready 120 million euros for Osimhen. Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen remains at the center of transfer speculation, with the European club reportedly ready to submit an offer of 120 million euros to Galatasaray for the Nigerian forward this summer, even as the Turkish champions insist they have no intention of letting him leave. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Punch newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand for more information on other stories on that paper. The next paper is the Vanguard newspaper. From the Vanguard newspaper, we go to Benue State. From the Vanguard newspaper, Benue, Mieti Allah chair killed in ambush after peace meeting. Benue, Mieti Allah chair killed in ambush after peace meeting. The chairman of the Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Benue State, Ardo Risku Muhammad, has been reportedly killed in an ambush by unidentified gunmen in the Otupo local government area of the state. Nigeria loses 5 trillion naira to 40 million tons of food waste yearly over logistics challenges. Nigeria loses 5 trillion naira to 40 million tons of food waste yearly over logistics challenges. Stakeholders in the transport and logistics sector have said Nigeria is losing between 3.5 trillion naira and 5 trillion naira every year, as about 40 million metric tons of food are wasted due to logistics challenges across the country's food supply chain. Going to the courts now. Court ruling. NDC heads to appeal court. Insist it remains registered. Court ruling. NDC heads to appeal court. Insist it remains registered. The Nigeria Democratic Congress has rejected Friday's ruling of the Federal High Court in Lokoja, Kogi State, setting aside an earlier judgment that had compelled the Independent National Electoral Commission to register it as a political party. Goge Africa charts new cultural course to reposition African heritage. Goge Africa charts new cultural course to reposition African heritage. Africa's premier cultural storytelling and tourism platform, Goge Africa, has announced the launch of a cultural dialogue and diplomacy series to be held on July 2nd, 2026 at the NIIA Victoria Island, Lagos. And talking sports and going to the game of gloves. That's boxing. Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch postponed indefinitely. Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch postponed indefinitely. A highly anticipated rematch between boxing legends Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao has been postponed indefinitely, Pacquiao's camp in the Philippines said on Friday. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Vanguard newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand. The next paper is the Sun newspaper. And from the Sun newspaper, court vacates judgment that got NDC registered, orders fresh hearing. Court vacates judgment that got NDC registered, orders fresh hearing. A federal high court sitting in Lokoja has set aside its December 10th, 2025 judgment that directed the Independent National Electoral Commission to register the Nigeria Democratic Congress as a political party, ruling that the original proceedings excluded a party with a direct stake in the outcome. Still talking about the NDC. NDC to appeal court verdict says Peter Obi remains on ballot. NDC to appeal court verdict says Peter Obi remains on ballot. The Nigeria Democratic Congress has said it remains a legally registered political party despite a federal high court in Lokoja, Kogi State ruling that set aside the judgment that compelled the Independent National Electoral Commission to register it, insisting it would challenge the decision at the Court of Appeal. Fight against terrorism. Adeboye Oyedepo thank Trump. Call for more U.S. decisive action in Nigeria. Fight against terrorism. Adeboye Oyedepo thank Trump. Call for more U.S. decisive action in Nigeria. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, and the founder of the Living Faith Church Worldwide, Bishop David Oyedepo, have praised the United States President Donald Trump for taking recent military actions against terrorism in Nigeria. And still from the Sun newspaper, ICPC urged to probe alleged diversion of 532 empowerment vehicles in Kaduna. ICPC urged to probe alleged diversion of 532 empowerment vehicles in Kaduna. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has been urged to investigate the alleged withholding and possible diversion of hundreds of constituency empowerment items procured for residents of the Kaduna North Federal Constituency. And talking sports from the Sun newspaper, talking about the World Cup and one of the dark horses, Cape Verde, seal historic knockout spot. World Cup, Cape Verde seal historic knockout spot. Cape Verde edged their name into World Cup history after battling Saudi Arabia to a goalless draw that secured a place in the round of 32 at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Blue Sharks finished second in Group H with 3 points, becoming the first team since Chile in 1998 to reach the knockout stage with 3 consecutive draws. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Sun newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand for more details on other juicy stories. And we go to the next paper, which is the Daily Post newspaper.
Kana aiki kuma kana so ka ji sababbin labarai da yana faruwa a Nigeria, ka kunna rediyon ka kana ji Invicta 98.9 FM Kaduna.
From the Daily Post newspaper, presidential election, Tinubu's strategy not to lose desperate, extreme, says Sam Amadi. Presidential election, Tinubu's strategy not to lose desperate, extreme, says Sam Amadi. Director of the Abuja School of Social Thought and Politics, Sam Amadi, has hinted that President Bola Tinubu seems extreme and desperate to avoid losing the 2027 presidential election. FCC warns MDAs of tougher penalties as NPA backs reforms. FCC warns MDAs of tougher penalties as NPA backs reforms. The Federal Character Commission has warned ministries, departments, and agencies to brace for tougher penalties over violations of the Federal Character Act as the Nigerian Ports Authority pledged support for the Commission's ongoing reforms. Moving to Benue State, police order removal of illegal checkpoints, warn against extortion. Benue, police order removal of illegal checkpoints, warn against extortion. The Benue State Commissioner of Police, Cletus Nwadiobu, has ordered the immediate dismantling of all illegal checkpoints, roadblocks, and unauthorized revenue collection points across the state. Stop reintegrating repentant terrorists, Anglican Bishop Ike urges Nigerian government. Stop reintegrating repentant terrorists, Anglican Bishop Ike urges Nigerian government. Anglican Bishop of Enugu Diocese, Right Reverend Professor Samuel Obiajulu Ike, has charged the federal government of Nigeria to discontinue its program of reintegrating repentant terrorists. Bishop Ike gave the charge in the presidential address he delivered on Friday at the third session of the 19th Synod of the Diocese held at St. Peter's Anglican Church, Ogbete, Enugu. And talking sports from the Sun newspaper, President Federation Cup, Ogbonnaya hails Sunshine Queen's impressive run. President Federation Cup, Ogbonnaya hails Sunshine Queen's impressive run. Ondo State Football Agency Chairman Divine Ogbonnaya has commended Sunshine Queens FC for their impressive run in the President Federation Cup. The Akure club were eliminated by Nasarawa Amazons in the semi-finals. Ogbonnaya described the feat as the club's best campaign since 2015. For these and other stories, grab a copy of the Daily Post newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand. The last paper is the Nation newspaper. From the Nation newspaper, Obi NDC kick as court voids party's registration. From the Nation newspaper, Obi NDC kick as court voids party's registration. The National Democratic Congress faces an uncertain fate barely 6 months to the conduct of the 2027 general elections. A federal high court sitting in Lokoja yesterday reversed its earlier judgment, directing the Independent National Electoral Commission to register it as a political party. INEC yet to receive budgeted funds for 2027 general elections. INEC yet to receive budgeted funds for 2027 general elections. The Independent National Electoral Commission says it is yet to receive budgetary allocations for the conduct of the 2027 general elections. The INEC National Commissioner in charge of voter education and publicity, Malam Mohammed Haruna, disclosed this on Thursday in Abuja. Still from the Nation newspaper, federal government moves to end trade malpractices, backs crackdown on revenue leakages. Federal government moves to end trade malpractices, backs crackdown on revenue leakages. The federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to tackling trade malpractices, pledging full support for the Presidential Committee on Trade Malpractices as part of efforts to eliminate revenue leakages, protect indigenous industries, and accelerate economic growth. Still from the Nation newspaper, how 7 Boko Haram ISWAP commanders returning from Hajj were arrested at Katsina Airport, says Minister. How 7 Boko Haram ISWAP commanders returning from Hajj were arrested at Katsina Airport, says Minister. Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunjojo, has disclosed that 7 suspected Boko Haram and ISWAP commanders were recently arrested through Nigeria's integrated identity management system while returning from pilgrimage. And talking sports, still talking about the World Cup, Semenyo, Ghana determined to fight against Croatia. Semenyo, Ghana determined to fight against Croatia. Antoine Semenyo says Ghana is determined to continue its impressive World Cup campaign as the Black Stars prepare for a final group stage clash against Croatia. Following an impressive draw against England, confidence is growing within the Ghana camp as they look to build further momentum heading into the knockout rounds. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Nation newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand. We'll go on a commercial break, and when we return, we'll pick up calls, read out messages from both WhatsApp, Facebook, and also YouTube. And remember, 2 minutes is all you have. And don't forget that, please, let's keep our comments civil. So let's go on that break. We will be right back.
It's time to be victorious.
Invicta FM, we'll be right back.
Jolly Johnny akan titi ke magana. A yau za mu ga kyakkyawar sani da mutane suka yi wa magi cikin flavor. Na gaba karanto harufan celery.
S-E-A-L-A-R-R-I-E celery.
Haba mutumina, ka ce kawai ka sauya harufan zuwa salary. To ga damar karshe karanto mana harufan turmeric.
T-U-R-M-E-R-I-C. Turmeric.
Kin yi daidai, ga kwali ɗaya na magi cikin flavor ki ɗauka.
Magi cikin flavor tare da albasa, celery da kuma turmeric mai canza wasa na.
Shin ka daɗe kana neman hanyar jujjuya kuɗin kasuwancinka ba tare da ka aje shakanan a cikin asusun bankinka ba? Muna gabatar muku da manhajar Bill Station Fixed Deposit, manhajar da za ku iya juya 'yan kuɗaɗenku na kasuwanci tare da samun riba mai tsoka. Domin kuwa iya ribar da za ka iya samu da Bill Station Fixed Deposit a yau, a gobe yana iya zama wani babban jari da za ka iya kafa wani kasuwanci da shi tare da siyan wasu kayayyakin aiki da kake bukata. Ku yi maza ku sauke manhajar Bill Station tare da shiga tsarin Bill Station Fixed Deposit domin juya 'yan kuɗaɗenku.
Jama'a alaikum. Ni ne Aminu Sharif Momo wanda kuka sani daga cikin fina-finan Hausa. Zan yi magana a matsayin uba ba jarumi ba. Kun taɓa ganin inda uwa take ƙoƙarin shayar da jaririnta? Wani ɗan nata kuma yana ƙoƙarin a canja masa ƙunzugu? Ko kuma wata ƴar tata tana ƙoƙarin a zuba mata abinci a farantinta yayin da ta ci nata ya ƙare? Wannan ba abin kwanciyar hankali ba ne a gurin kowace uwa. Amma idan akwai tazarar haihuwa, komai zai iya zuwa cikin sauƙi da kuma kyautatawa. A yayin da wannan uwa kan iya shayar da wannan jariri, sannan kuma ta sa wannan yar tata wadda take neman ƙarin abinci ta canja ma ɗan uwanta ƙunzugu da yake bukata yayin da yi kashi ko fitsari.
Ziyarci cibiyar lafiya mafi kusa domin farawa, ko a kira lambar waya 222 wannan sako ne daga ma'aikatar lafiya tare da tallafin gamayyar kungiyoyin Pronet da FEM.
Manufar da kyautuwar iyali, uba, 'ya'ya da ma'uwa.
Hasken rana in ya fito, sabuwar rana ta bayyana. Ga yunifom an shirya mana, kuma ga mu akan hanyar zuwa. Milo a cikin kofi, mai ɗumi ga inganci. An yi shi da malta, Milo. An yi shi da madara, Milo. An sa mishi koko, Milo. Yanda dai ya kamata, Milo. Mama ta ce in shanye.
Milo.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Why you dey make life look like say everybody owe you? When you fail exam, na teacher fault. Company employ and you no get a job. Na because them no like your face. When rain fall, you say everywhere wet. When sun shine, Kai, this weather too hot. You complain about everything. At the age 30, you never marry. Every older person for your family come begin to dey resemble winch for your eye. You frustrate to so tey you begin look like ancestors. Every morning, before day break, you don swear for your father, swear for your mama, swear for government, swear for country. But you forget the one person where you supposed to swear for, and that na you. But when you begin take responsibility of your life, the light of success go shine on top of you. True Talk on 98.9 Invicta FM.
Welcome back from that commercial break, and now it's time for you to call in and make your contributions as regards the headlines that have been read out. Just like I said, please stick to our time, 2 minutes and 2 minutes only, and ensure that you keep your comments civil. Let's have a meaningful conversation this morning so that let's not have go back and forth. So please ensure that whatever you're saying, let's make it civil, let's be matured, and let's be constructive in our submission. Thank you as you comply. The numbers to call are 081 40,000 989. 081 40,000 989. Line 2 is 070 87 800 989. And the number to send your messages on WhatsApp is 090 98 900 989. 090 98 900 989. So please turn down the volume of your radio set and stick to our time, 2 minutes and 2 minutes only, and stick to the headlines, and only the headlines that have been read out this morning. So any headline outside my headlines would not be welcome this morning. So please, let's ensure we stick to that. The numbers once again is 081 40,000 989. 081 40,000 989. Line 2 is 070 800 989. 070 87 800 989. Picking your calls now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. John Daniel.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you very much, sir. You are speaking to Mr. Jibril from Nasarawa.
All right, Mr. Jibril, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Let Allah leader kill after the meeting. This is so unfortunate. I don't know what. Now, as they kill now, they should. If they eventually, at the end of the day, the Fulani people can lead down. They say they are started killing. This is we should try to avoid that to cause problem. Now, if they come and kill now, the reason we have to say that. Meanwhile, we have forgotten that we have killed. Somebody has been killed. I don't know who I mean. We should avoid something to create problem to ourselves. It's uncalled for. These are the things that are creating insecurity in Nigeria. And government refuse to address. Government refuse to address this insecurity. Killing every day. It seems to me NDC, not the political party, not register. It's unfortunate. It's another unfortunate again. It seems to me that someone have earlier said Tinubu is desperate in this election. In the history of Nigeria, we have never got a leader like this before. The political party, you want only political party to exist. What kind of situation find ourselves at it? You want to win election at all costs. You must win elections. But by upon all the effort I make it, you will think that we will vote against you. But
well, I'd rather you say you will vote, not we, because you're not speaking for anybody. So when you say we, who are you speaking for? So please speak for yourself, right? So I rather use I, not we. Okay, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Chief Arel.
Chief, go ahead.
Yeah, my students now return of abducted other students. You see, of the Oyo kept nobody in doubt that they were not going to get and that they were going to rescue. The Almighty God grant them, they enable them, enablement for them to rescue. You this Sunday is the and team up to rescue these children. I said, to rescue these girls, these children. Sunday, an ethnic leader. He's only fighting criminals. He's not fighting all people who are not abiding people. And that is why a good number of people should realize. Then let me quickly go to stop integrating a repentance into terrorism. to tell them a pig will always remain a pig. If you express white bedsheet for the pig, you will still become pig. I don't know why they are integrating criminals into the society, and they are using taxpayers to integrate them. That is rather unfortunate. Then 7 suspects Boko Haram arrested, returning from South Africa. No, from Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
You see, you cannot mock God. They could mock God. They went to Saudi Arabia to pray. After thousands of people in our country, Nigeria, God will never hear their prayer. God will send them to hell. God bless our country, Nigeria.
Right, thank you, Chief Aro. Right, hello, good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yeah, this is Victor from Kamazu.
All right, Victor from Kamazu, go ahead.
The other idea I was trying to tell us about pertaining that they say they arrested more than 7 people that they came back from Saudi Arabia. Those sponsors.
7 of them. They didn't say more than 7. 7 of them.
Hello?
7 of them. That's what it said.
7 of them. I do wonder. It's not the first. It's not the second. Not the third. We'll be hearing that they went to Saudi Arabia and they will see those people who are sponsoring. They will come back. It's not because of this government hearing their names. So in the past 4 years, 3 years, they don't want to arrest. It's only in this government they start seeing those names are being arrested. Understand? If people will go to pray for a country and people will see here, they know they are seeing these people. They are bandit leaders, but they allow them and they are back in Nigeria. It didn't bother me. If people in our own side now, let me just say, went to Jerusalem and they came back, they say it's from Hypok, Nigeria will feel. There's something we want this country to feel, that everybody is Nigeria. Nobody is above that region. They will go, they will come back, they will do it. Well, we know they want to go and pray. Now, if I start telling my son that so person went to Mecca and came back, they had one killing Nigeria, are they going to happy? They will be thinking, side we are going. Are we sure? Are we praying? Let us be careful. I believe anybody that go to Jerusalem, you must change and come. It's not to go and come and destroy Nigeria. But if they see that people from here will go and come and turn Nigeria, anytime you see sometimes even they want to do our democracy, they will go to there and come back and they will scatter the election. Please, they should stop all these things. Nigeria is not happy again. Oh, we are talking about how country is going to move.
All right, Victor from Kamazu.
All right, change Nigeria. Please, secondly, let me go.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much.
I don't know what God is trying to do in P2B.
All right, your 2 minutes up. Thank you.
They should bring it down some other news again. The other party will not be there. They should.
All right, thank you very much. Well, 2 minutes is up. Let's allow other people to also air their opinions. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jordan.
Yes, good morning.
The Carry calling from Southern Kasha.
All right, Mr. Carey, go ahead.
The former National Electricity Regulatory Commission Chairman of Boss Sam Amadi says, Mr. President, President Tinubu looks desperate second time. Key indicators truly shows that. But truly speaking, Nigerians will surely decide this fate come 2027. What is happening in electricity? What is happening in their standard of living? What is happening between the gap between the rich and the poor? As he bridge the gap, time will tell. Finally, I'm happy for Cape Verde, our neighbors here in West Africa, former Portuguese colony. They indeed make history, or even making it to the knockout stage of the current FIFA World Cup. I pray that African countries will go a long way to make us proud, even within the FIFA family. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Zero 81 40,000 989 070 87 800 989. All right, okay, I missed that call. was trying to pick that call, but anyway, messages coming in, tons of them coming in. All right, I can see the lesser on WhatsApp. I'll just go through that. It's quite not so much here. Akintunde in television says Oyo State Governor vows to rescue school children in the state, is what he has been saying while the innocent peoples are still in the bush. If I may ask, are these kidnappers and bandits powerful than our security personnel? Can Mr. President remove pride in him and call for international assistance? Imagine these bandits and kidnappers are using Nigerian SIM card network, making live videos, asking for heavy ransoms, and we cannot trace them. Nobody can deceive me. Federal government knows what is going on. And this one is from Ibrahim NFA from Kabbalah West. Insecurities, please, where are we going in this country when lives and properties are not secure? I believe one day the Almighty God will expose those behind the insecurities, and everyone will account for everything in the end. This one is from Victor from Juji. Where is the problem of Nigeria coming from? Please, can someone tell me? Yatai Joffrey says, fight terrorism. Adiboye Oyedepo praise Trump. The clergymen have said it all. Since our leaders cannot protect the lives and properties of the masses, Donald Trump should come to our rescue. Our leaders keep playing with our emotions while the insurgents are busy celebrating on social media and nothing has been done. May God bless our country. This one is from Mr. Shemang. He says xenophobic action started like a joke. It's still being faced by our people, although we face xenophobia even amidst us as Nigerians. That you can be mobbed by your fellow Nigerians for any misunderstanding, paying such an amount to repentant bandits, while the victims continue in their ordeals with the government interventions, as if the bandits matters more to the government than the victims. It's so regrettable and insulting. It says that the action of some of our government policies, I wonder why the government should be romancing the bandits. And the last one from the WhatsApp platform is from Abdul Hakim Asiombi. He says the judiciary in Nigeria should help us save democracy. Well, let's go back to the calls. 081 4000989 070 800 989. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, this is Mike from Banawa.
All right, Mike from Banawa, go ahead.
Yeah. Boko Haram Iswa commanders were arrested in Katsina. What did they go to do?
Use of language, please.
Hello?
Use of language, please.
They went there to go. Is that not so? They went to Saudi Arabia to go and pray. But God Almighty, the rod of God Almighty, caught up with them when they arrived in Nigeria. God is a merciful God. These terrorists don't decide to come back, but God caught up with them when they arrived. In fact, what they went there to do at Mecca, the repercussion is dead by God's grace. One thing I know is I want to appeal to Katsina State Governor to please let these people not be like that of this general. The Katsina State Governor welcomed the cause of that man. They came, they delivered the cause, and they returned back to their to where they were. So let this one on the carpet. They should do something that honestly they should not allow them to go scot-free. On your adoption, may the Lord strengthen Sunday Igboho. We need more in Benin State, in Plateau State, in fact in all over Nigeria, Kogi, Kwara. When they spring up, what the government think or what they thought and what they are still thinking that they cannot do. They are talking of a terrain, they are talking of all this and that they could not be able to reach there. Did they go there with helicopter, with all those people they kidnapped?
All right, thank you.
No.
Thank you.
They should. We need more Sunday Igboho, and may God bring more Sunday Igboho all over Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much. Your time is up. Please let's respect the time. Let's respect the time. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Job Daniel.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Felix Bagudu from Marabarido.
All right, Felix Bagudu, go ahead.
They need 28 soldiers being recruited.
28,000.
Ogajub Daniel. If they need 28 soldiers being recruited,
28,000
being recruited, they allow them, give them right to fight against these terrorists. Can you imagine a 7 terrorists come back from Haji? What a great thing in this nation. What a certain thing in this nation. What a painful thing in this nation. How a whole terrorist travel to overseas and come back freely. Freely. Hi. What is going up upon this country? There's no peace in this country. There's no joy in this country. There's no happiness in this country. A terrorist even having a right to travel out. Joe Daniel, I'm sad. This is not the Nigerian soldiers I know when they went to Liberia and bring victory. How can a terrorist travel and come back freely and they say they arrest him? Tomorrow, USA, now repentance Boko Haram. How can a terrorist be a repentance when whereby he killed a people? Imagine the killing of that Aldo in Joe. That Aldo, people of Benue State, that's why they're killing. That's my take this morning.
Well, that is not verified. That is not a story. They had a peace meeting and he was killed. So what you're saying, I don't know where that is coming from. That's not what the story said. So please, let's get our facts right. That's not what it said. Moving to the live stream comments. Joe Matthew from Gunungura. He says Peter Obi should be allowed to contest for the 2027 presidential race. The Tinubu government should note that we are in a democratic era. Governor Shima Kinde vows to return abducted school children and teachers is a wake-up call. God will help us to combat this menace in our dear country. As the Anglican bishop calls on the Nigerian government to stop reintegrating repentant terrorists, not so-called, please, it's not so-called. It said repentant. The headline did not say so-called repentant terrorists. Please, let's get our informations correctly. Okay, so as Anglican bishop calls on the Nigerian government to stop reintegrating repentant terrorists is a wake-up call. These guys should not be completely trusted. Okay, now that message has gone. Sadiki Samson Bagudu, good morning. Jimmy Ibrahim says Nigeria is going to be great by God's grace. Solomon Barrow, Adeboye praises Trump and Oyedepo is Adeboye Oyedepo praised Trump for decisive leadership against terrorism. It's a good one. I would like them to start talking against the financiers of terrorism and the irresponsibility of the government to tackle the menace. But unfortunately, cannot speak. They have been mute all this while. They allowed Baba Kaigama to be speaking. Everyone is afraid of saying the truth. I don't know about that. But anyway, he says, this one is from Dennis Audala. Good morning. Buga Anza Deborah. Okay, streaming from Maramarido. All right, good morning. Duza SB Kakura says, insecurity. Army targets 28,000 fresh recruits. Is our prayer that one day this issue of insecurity will become history in our country. May God help our country to succeed. This one is from Emmanuel Samuel Dudu. Good morning. Musa Idris. Musa Idris says Makinde vows safe return of school children and teachers. For God's sake, how long will it take the government to rescue these innocent children and their teachers? It is taking too long than expected. A day in captivity is not something to be experienced by anyone. Talk more of weeks. Please, the government should wake up and be proactive instead of giving us unnecessary headlines. God bless Nigeria. Tofika Bomide says xenophobia. This is 700 Nigerians stranded in South Africa. We urge the appropriate authorities to please look into the matter as a matter of urgency to evacuate them before it turns to something else. This one is from Dalamiko Wakili. Good morning. Victor Adiba. Victor Adiba says, to everyone out there, the only thing I have for this country is prayers. And I know one day Nigeria must be great. Benga Aedu, he says, may God continue to show his love and protect our nation, Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Gaga Donatus, good morning. Saturday Julius says, okay, have a fruitful day, thank you. And Saratu Yerima, good morning. Vera Audi says, I'm fed up with our leaders promising what they are not ready to do. Please bring back our abducted students and teachers, sound and safe. Good morning, says happy weekend. Thank you. John Salasi Ayuba Tukura. And this one's from Usman Isa Bilal. Says 532 vehicles, not 500 vehicles, please. 532 empowerment vehicles in Kaduna went into thin air. Nowhere to be found. The news is scary. What? It says what? Corruption at the highest level. What is really going on in this country? I'm speechless. Joseph Chodi, Boko Haram ISWAP commanders arrested in Katsina Airport on their way coming back from Hajj. The question is now, how did they board the plane to the Holy Land? Where are the DSS and other security agencies? Inalugu David Sule says that watching all the way from Abuja. Okay, thank you. This one is from Grace Olani. Good morning to you. Adamu Dennis from, says it's unfortunate that we find ourselves in this ugly situation where politicians are only after their selfish interests, leaving the plight of the citizens. May God save this nation. Emmanuel Wilfred says the government are not ready to bring back our school children who are still in the bush. I pray that God would help us. Ayuba Gwantu, watching all the way from Sabo, and Joshua Tanko, watching all the way from Kano State. Thank you so very much. And I noticed a few messages was dropped in on WhatsApp. Samson from Lokoja Road says, stop integrating repentant terrorists. This is the truth. As Makinde says, he will rescue the school children and teachers alive. Please, he should do that as fast as possible. This one is from Akia Stephen from Gomboro. Good morning. And this one is from Oladimeji Said from Kaduna Pole. It says, may God bless Nigeria and Nigerians. With that, we call it wraps on the show this morning. Thanks to each and every person who has been able to call and be part of the show. The program makes a return tomorrow at exactly 6 a.m. As I always say God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Dumberju is standing by for SK Beats alongside J Blinks. My name is Job Daniel. It's a weekend. Try to have a wonderful weekend and ensure that we are security conscious. And remember, the rains are here. Clear your drainages to avoid floods. Do have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you for participating in the program The Dailies today. The thoughts and opinions stated by our various contributors on this program of Invicta 98.9 FM radio, its website, and or its other social media platforms do not reflect the thoughts and or opinions of the station. Listeners are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusions for a better Nigeria. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind and not misconstruing the headlines. Invicta FM, together we are victorious.
Invicta FM.